Hello everyone, welcome to Rise of Patience. This is a standard team game. With one side there is Kage and Get Slorex. On the other side there is Redbul and Gad Marco. So let me introduce the players. Redbul and Kage are currently in form. They are pro standard players. Gad Slorex and Gad Marco, I know that they used to be really good players, but they could be rusty right now. So let's keep that in mind. On one hand, Slorex has Germans. Germans are really good for booming, and they can also launch really good surprise attacks, fast H2 attacks. Then Kage has Egyptians. I really like Egyptians for all the farm bonuses and 7 farms in a city. Like, you don't even need a second city to reach that 100 cap. And Get Marco has Greece. You know what? Greece are also one of my favorites because of their heavy cavalry raid, and I'm actually looking forward to some nice heavy cavalry raid from Marco here, because their cavalry are just like light cavalry, as fast as light cavalry, but they are as strong as heavy cavalry, so it's just very difficult to chase them. On this side there's Redbul with Inca. Well, you can never go wrong with Inca. If you allow them to boom, well, that's it, they got all the wealth in the world. It seems like everybody is doing fine. Here is Slorex, who is a little late on the city, and Kage has started a wonder. That's a good choice. Well, I hope that's a good choice. Although with the city placement that Marco has in mind, I don't think he's going to rush. Let's look at the rares on each side. So the red and blue team has gems, wool, and citrus. Well, citrus is useless. I don't know anybody who uses citrus on land maps. And silk. Well, silk, maybe this side can boom a little bit. Wine, salt. So if your enemy has salt, there is a good chance that they are going to make a lot of infantry, so watch out for that. On this side we have horses. Now horses is going to be very helpful for Egyptians because they get 2 special cavalry units, and both of them are better than regular cavalry units. So one of them is the ranged cavalry, and the other one is the light cavalry, both better than the regular cavalry units. So this seems fine. Oh, he has marbles here, but he's probably not going to use it. Now, marbles is one of those rares that people don't initially use, because instead of spending those resources on the merchant and getting marbles, you would rather just get the wonder, right? On the other side, the purple and yellow team has furs and sugar. Now both sugar, fur, and cotton. Okay, so if people don't know, remember, cotton is a very underrated rare. It allows you to boost your barrack stable and dock production times, so you can produce the same units in 25% less times. Now that makes a lot of difference when you're continuously replenishing your units. Another underrated rare is wool, and yeah, they have not discovered that. Now wool provides you with 33% faster production of citizens and 15% cheaper, and believe me, in the long run it can make a lot of difference, because you're gonna keep making villages all your game, and if you have that in the beginning, it's just a big boost that you have, but you don't realize how important that is because of all the food you're saving. Oh wait, did I miss diamonds? Okay, to be honest, the yellow purple side seems to have a lot better rares, and they have not discovered horses. Okay, that's really going to hurt. Let's see. Slorex is towering the silver. I don't know if I would think that if he wants to tower silver, he would tower it in front of silver so that nobody can get past it. Because right now, a heavy infantry can come in, maybe destroy this much more easily than if this tower was in front. Another underrated rare that people don't normally go for, but it's quite useful: obsidian. It provides your cities, towers, and forts with +1 attack, and archers. Yes, it provides your archers with +1 attack, and let me tell you, that's a big advantage. And in fact, if purple can grab this, so he is going civic 2. If he can grab this, he's going to get a big edge. On the other hand, I don't see Redbul going to get that anyway, so he's trying to raid. It's a good idea. The other side on blue is a little late. I would say a little late for raiding, but well, he has a despot, so I think he's planning to go for a full army raid. And just to keep it out there, obsidians is a really good rare for civilizations that make a lot of archers. One of them includes the Inca. Since Inca don't have any scarcity of gold, they probably can afford a lot of archers, and that just snowballs into a lot of attack power when you have obsidian. So purple seems to be not having any army at all. He just made first of his barracks, and here Redbul is raiding. Oh, well, I'm not sure if that's a good idea, because just by building the city behind, he did safeguard the city. Now it's difficult for Redbul to rush him, but at the same time, he lost obsidian. He could have controlled obsidian throughout the game. And another thing that I think he should have done is maybe send his senator, or if he has his scout alive, to just explore this area and find out what Redbul is up to. Okay, these are the kind of raids I was looking forward to. And okay, so Marco is ready with his despot and a nice army here. Since Kage just got the pyramid, I don't think he is in a very good position to defend himself, and this is the time where if Marco attacks him with a proper army and keeps raiding him, he can actually win this. Oh, and he bribes it. That's good. There are nice raids from both the sides. On one side, Redbul is raiding Slorex, and on the other, Marco seems to be overpowering Kage right now. And to be honest, I have not seen this replay yet. I want to keep it. I want to keep it interesting and just as much fun as for me. Oh, thanks to Marco. Now, yellow knows where the horses are. Yeah, thanks, Marco. Kage, what are you doing with your caravan? Come on, man, you can't make that mistake. Also, if I were Kage right now, I would try to get a tower on this diamond as soon as possible. Actually, if he had a diamond, or if he had a tower already, this would have been so much easier, because this also becomes a central spot for raiding, and yeah, he is getting raided for that. What's Redbul doing? Okay, so Redbul also, he doesn't want the obsidian. Well, I think it's not a bad choice. Well, he did have wood, so he could have avoided this, but anyway. So Redbul has a good eco, 65 of knowledge, and with Inca, that's a normal thing. If you're Inca, you probably have a lot of knowledge. You have a lot of wealth to create scholars. That's not a problem. On this side, The only way Kage is going to survive this is if he kills this army and makes use of the extra resources that he's getting from the Wonder, and I think he'll fight it off. But looking at Marco's library researches, he is already at Science 3. So if he just keeps Kage busy for some time and goes to Gunpowder Age, well, it's going to be it's going to be difficult for Kage to handle that. Let's look at their economies. Well, Kage is not really behind. I mean, that raid did affect him, but not by a lot. So he can still come back into the game, and that's a good choice. So what Marco did was he chose his weakest heavy cavalry. So either he's going to send him back home or he's going to raid, which is a good idea. You don't want to keep the weakest one in your army. You want to send it somewhere where you don't expect a counter unit to be present. On this side, Redbul seems to be doing really nice. He is at the medieval age. He has nice army coming. He has the heavy cavalry upgrade coming. See, he has a lot of archers. Now, if he could just control that, but nobody is using that. Nobody cares about Obsidian, man. And he goes into ambush. Okay, Slow Rex is not at all ready for that. Not at all. He is hardly. He's hardly medieval, and is he going to lose that senator? He almost lost that senator. I would think he should have kept it back. And Kage to the rescue. Yeah, I think those archers can be taken out by those heavy cavalry. The blue. This is the night fest going on here. All the heavy cavalry. Look at all those heavy cavalries. The companions. So I really like these. I really like these because of how fast they are and how strong they are. I mean, when I'm playing with Greeks, I usually just keep making them and annoy the shit out of my enemy. Yeah, it can backfire because you need a lot of wealth and metal for that. You need to sustain continuous production. So that's good. Thanks to Kage. Now, Slow Rex has some time to relax. Although, yeah, those 5 heavy cavalries are not going to be easy to handle. Okay, look at those resources. He can easily go to Science 4 right now. Okay, to be honest, the game doesn't look a lot in the favor of Slow Rex. He is way behind. He is way behind. He needs to quickly use this German power and get to 200 eco. So that's the thing about Senator. If you're going Senator, you lose the chance of getting the cheap military bonus of the despot, and you get 50 plus 50 of the commerce cap. But if you're not utilizing that commerce cap, the Senator is just a healing unit, right? And it's nothing else. So you need to build your 200 cap as soon as possible if you're going for Senator. And to be honest, Germans are the kind of civilization that lets you go to 200 the fastest among any of the civilizations. Yeah, it doesn't look good here. On the other side, oh, why do you have a small city, Kage? Yeah, that's not a good idea. You Alright, and the other side has has done a really good job in denying purple and yellow all the rares. So they have sugar, but they can't use it. I bet somebody's there or somebody's gonna come soon and the sugar. The Redbul is already denying them silver. They're not using cotton. Okay, maybe purple is going for cotton. Yeah, purple is going for cotton. Purple does not. So far, he's not utilizing the diamond. and the horses. Well, actually, the diamonds are not in a very secure place, so I don't blame them. And none of them is raiding the salt. Well, for the newbies, let me tell you, salt is one of the best rares to go on an infantry rush because it gives you 15% cheaper troops. It's the same. It's the same advantage that you get. It's the same advantage that you get from despotism. That's 15%. Well, blue has a nice economy, although 150 is not a lot, but he's at the cap, and he has a really good wealth knowledge income. But here, I don't know why Kage isn't making this big. This is not going to work out for him. And why are you not using the diamonds? Again, yeah, my favorite Etsy heavy cavalry, right? Nice. Well, I think the whole game depends on this ambush right now. Can Kage see it? I mean, can Marco see it? No, he cannot. He is not expecting that at all. He's probably... Oh. Okay, I haven't watched this game, but I think it's probably decided. Both blue and red are on gunpowder age. Redbul has got Slorex here. While Kage is going to lose all those sieges. Damn it! Why aren't you guys using the diamond? Come on, just go for the diamond. What is this merchant doing here? Damn it! Okay, yeah, and Kage calls it GG. All right, that was a good game. I feel Marco and Kage were really well matched. If Kage did not have to go there to help, he might have taken on Marco, but Redbul here was too strong. And what I feel was these guys got to use their rare resources properly, while on this side their rare resources were constantly being raided. They had the better rares of the two sides, sugar, furs, which I think Kage wasn't using this as well. And the way Redbul denied them silver, yeah. So overall, this was a good game, and I hope the newbies got to learn something, and all the advanced players, it was a fun watch. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.